Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
The Chapel Project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen, and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Blood flow restriction training is a new treatment technique we're using at Parkview Sports Medicine that helps us stay on the cutting edge. This type of training is not only new to Parkview Sports Medicine, but in physical therapy as a whole. And it's really gaining popularity because it solves one of the fundamental problems that we see in therapy. We have a lot of patients who we can't put a lot of stress through their injured tissue, but we still want them to get stronger and still want them to gain muscle size. Blood flow restriction training uses a specialized piece of equipment, a blood flow restriction cuff that fits around the upper portion of an arm or a leg. Doing that, then it partially restricts, but not totally occludes the blood flow going to the limb.
I thought it was gonna hurt, and it does kind of feel weird, but doesn't hurt or anything. I just didn't really know what to expect. Well, you put it on and then you have to lay down and let it calibrate, and it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. And then after that, get in your position to do your workout and then press the inflate button and it'll squeeze your leg or your arm.
What the research is telling us about training with blood flow restriction is that The buildup of the lactic acid and the metabolic stress that we're putting on these tissues helps you gain strength and muscle size, similar to that of training at high intensity.
Compared to like a normal workout, the burn comes like within the third rep, and then the 30-second break in between, there's no like recovery. I can see the difference and feel the difference. It feels a lot more effective than just doing normal exercises.
Blood flow restriction training is the perfect tool to solve that fundamental problem. But this is something that you don't see everywhere, and you don't see very many places in Indiana at all.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Welcome in, everybody. Looks like we got an early start to today's game, so we're going to send it down to our PA announcer.
So that we may always in all things that according to your holy will. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
And there we have it, folks. The starting lineups for today's matchup. Once again, it's Margot Woofter for Indiana Wesleyan, Katie Key, Carly Lang, Nicole Gnashik, and Ann Seacrest for St. Francis. Sydney Crow, Lauren McBriar, Savannah Buck, Kara Gurka, and Whitney Will. Head coach for Indiana Wesleyan is Ethan Wally in his second season. Coach Jason Ridge, the head coach for the University of St. Francis, in his fourth season. So once again, a little bit of an early start for today's game, but the Lady Cougars do have a chance for their third straight win against an NAIA top 25 opponent after coming off victories here at the Hut against number 24 Huntington, 68-47, and at number 6 Marion, 64-58. What a victory that was this past Saturday for Coach Ridge and the Lady Cougs as they held the Lady Knights to 26% shooting from the floor. Wow. Possession to go to Indiana Wesleyan to start this game. With the ball, that's number 1. She is a freshman. Margot Woofter having a great season, number 2 on the team in scoring. Down low, no traveling called for number 33, Nicole Gnashik. Nicole Gnashik is playing like Kendall Bradbury out of Taylor University. Kendall Bradbury, of course, was first-team All-American just a year ago. Ignashik's averaging 14 points per game, and she is ranked in so many dang categories, folks. Total scoring, she's got 12 blocks. That'll get her ranked. 100 rebounds. That'll also get her ranked. Lauren McBriar, 5 seconds on the shot clock, off glass, no good. That's Ignashik with the rebound. You see that quick pass to get out of trouble. Ignashik is a senior for the Lady Wildcats. That ball's tipped OB. 21 seconds on the shot clock with the inbounds pass will be Margot Woofter. Woofter is from Traverse City, Michigan. Traverse City Central High School is where she played her high school ball. Boy, Indiana Wesleyan doing good recruiting out of Michigan because Ignashik's out of Macomb, Michigan. Woofter up top being guarded by Sydney Crow. Last time we saw Sydney here at the Hut, she was on fire against Huntington. The Lady Foresters. Traveling going to be called on number 35, Ann Seacrest, just a sophomore out of Claypool, Indiana. She's a transfer from Youngstown State. Pressure in the backcourt by Wesleyan to start this one. Number 23 is Carly Lang with the defense on Sydney Crow. That's Savannah Buck, starting point guard. She's a junior for St. Francis. Played 38 minutes in that game at Marion. 3-point shot by Buck. Off the mark, Lang with the rebound. Up to Woofter. Quickly cut off there by Savannah. Number 22, that's Katie Key. Key is a senior out of Anderson, Indiana, Frankton High School. Down low, easy off glass for Gnashik. Wesleyan goes up 4-0, all behind Nicole Gnashik, the senior, standing at 6'1". Seacrest also at 6'1". The Lady Wildcats are big, to say the least. Lady Wildcats come in to today's game ranked number 21 in the country, and they have an 8-4 overall record, 3-0 in Crossroads League play, as that'll be a turnover by St. Francis. Check this, Indiana Wesleyan, one of their losses came against Cincinnati Christian, 54-46. A little bit of a head scratcher on that loss for the Lady Wildcats. They did shoot 30% from the field in that game, 23% from beyond the arc. 26 turnovers, just 14 for Cincinnati Christian. Lady Wildcats are 2-3 against top 25 competition as the freshman Woofter will turn it over. So Coach Whaley doing a good job of scheduling top competition. They lost against number 1 Concordia, number 2 Cardinal Stritch. They did beat number 13 Lindsey Wilson, but lost to number 3 Southeastern and beat number 21 Lawrence Tech. Your Lady Cougars are 2-2 against top 25 competition. We just talked about the wins against Huntington and Marion. That's Kara Gurka, returning third-team All-American for Coach Ridge. As the putback by Whitney Wills, no good. Agnostic with the board. Outlet pass is looking for Rupter. But Savannah Buck was there to deflect it out of bounds. That was last touch by Indiana Wesleyan, they will say. Possession to your Lady Cougs here in the first quarter with 7:03 left to play. Savannah Buck, she too is nationally ranked. She's got 50 assists, folks, which ranks her number 16 in the country. She's averaging 4.5 assists per game. We got a 30-second timeout going to be taken by Coach Jason Ridge. .704 here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Northeast Indiana, where it's cold outside, 30 degrees. Lauren McBriar and Dejanay Hinton scored 18 and 11 points apiece, leading USF to a 64-58 win at number 6 Marion this past Saturday. Indiana Wesleyan enters tonight's play aiming to protect its 3-0 Crossroads League lead. The Wildcats won by 49. 89-40 against Goshen this past Saturday. Indiana Wesleyan has scored 80 or more points in 5 of its first 8 wins. The Wildcats' leading scorer is senior Nicole Ignashik. She scored a season-high 27 points on November the 16th against IU East. She has scored double figures in 10 of 12 Indiana Wesleyan games this season. After averaging 5.9 points a game in USF's first 8 games, McBriar has been averaging 18 points a game over USF's last 3 games, including a career equaling high 25 against Indiana Tech. Lady Cougars nearly pulling off the upset victory in that game against the Lady Warriors out of the WAC. Top of the key, Seacrest. Whoop. Gets it into Ignashik down low. That's going to be knocked away from Carly Lang. Last touch by the Wildcats. Indiana Wesleyan freshman Margot Woofter is number 2 in Crossroads League only scoring, averaging 21 points per game. 14, 22, and 27 in her first 3 conference games. As that'll be another turnover by St. Francis. USF sophomore Sydney Crow leads Crossroads League only 3-point field goal percentage, hitting 8 of 12 from downtown. Nice play by Whitney Will with the first bucket of the game for St. Francis. Whitney Will doing a great job there defending the inbounds pass, was able to collect it in the easy deuce off the glass. 6:19 left to play here in the first. Emma Applegate will check in for Will. Emma is also a sophomore for Coach Jason Ridge. She's the team's leading scorer, averaging 13.1 points per game. Kara Gurka is right behind her, averaging 13 points per game. And then it's Lindley Kistler, who is going to be out for the rest of the season with the ACL injury. Woofter's long three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Applegate. These two teams are no strangers to each other. St. Francis went 38-0 to win a national championship in 2014 as Applegate goes off glass to tie this game up at 4. Wesleyan won a national championship, also going undefeated. I believe that was 2007 maybe. I'll have to double check. Morningside went undefeated and won a national championship, going undefeated in 2009. So women's basketball strong in NEIA Division II. Wesleyan up 6-4 in this one. Applegate looking down low. Quick dribble drive by Sydney Crow. Good job of shielding Carly Lang to get the deuce by Crow. We are back to being tied at 6. Oh, Savannah Buck nearly came up with the steal. She does lead the Cougs with 17 steals on the season. Right behind her is Lauren McGuire with 16. As the bucket is good by Ignacic. Ignacic's on fire with 6 points to start this one. Applegate, quick release to tie this game up at 8. Emma Applegate playing good basketball this season. Margot Woofter with the rock. Nice crossover, but she's been guarded by Sydney Crow, top of the key. That ball got away from Seacrest, and that'll be a turnover by Indiana Wesleyan. That'll be their 6th turnover in this game. St. Francis with just 3. Entering for Ignacic is number 14, Elena Adejwa. Just a junior, 6'2" from Fishers, Indiana. I told you, this Wesleyan squad has got some size. Seacrest with the defense on Kara Gurka. Gurka last year, first team All Crossroads League. Savannah Buck just long on the 3-point attempt. Was third team All Crossroads League a year ago. That's Buck with the steal. Nearly had one last possession. Now Savannah, nice bounce pass to Dejanay hitting off glass as the Lady Cougars take their first lead of the game, 10-8. Once again, a beautiful bounce pass there by Buck it up, a junior for the Cougs. That pass will result in another turnover. That was Katie Key, the senior for Wesleyan. Key averaging 28.8 minutes played per game and 7.5 points per game. Now checking in for Woofter will be number 13, Janine Goodwin, a junior from Vincennes, Indiana. Went to Vincennes Lincoln High School. Hitting over the timeline, being guarded by Katie Key, the senior. Hitting once again the second leading scorer in that win against Marion. Nice ball movement, finding Buck in the corner. Applegate with the drive from the top of key. Bounce pass goes into Gurka. Gurka double teamed on that one. Nearly got it to fall. Number 2 is Dayton Groninger. Wesleyan going deep to their bench early in this game. Down by 2 with 3:03 left to play in the first. Foul going to be called on number 14 with the pushman back, Elena Adejwa. Laura McBride checking back in for the Lady Cougs. Savannah Buck still on the floor. Savannah played 38 minutes in that win at Marion. The floor general taking a breather will be Kara Gurka. Lady Cougars right now shooting 45% from the field. Wesleyan at 80%. Wesleyan, though, with 6 turnovers. That's been their bugaboo this year, as the 3-point attempt is long by McGuire. Applegate wrestling. Ties it up. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Cougars. We'll stay on that end. Officials conversing down there. With the inbounds pass will be Savannah Buck. Into Whitney Will, who got the first bucket of the game for St. Francis. And she deflected the inbounds pass. Nice bounce pass to Will, who draws the foul. Lady Cougars now up 12-8. Whitney Will with 4 points. Nicole Ignacic has a game-high 6 points and a game-high 2 boards. Will from the free throw line is 6 of 10 on the season, shooting 60%, but that one will fall. 5-point ad now for the Lady Cougars against the number 21 ranked team in the country, Wesleyan. St. Francis is receiving votes. Groninger back over to Goodwin. Katie Key, top of the key. Groninger being guarded by Lauren McBriars. The Lady Cougars are in a man-to-man defense. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, drawing the contact there. They're going to call a block on Whitney Will, and it really looked like Carly Lang was the aggressor there, throwing the elbow. Nearly close to a hook. A fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock for Wesleyan. Katie Key looking for her first points of the game. Has played since the tip. Down low, Elena Adedjua. Her first 2 points of the game. Adedjua entering today averaging 7.9 points per game. Katie Key averaging 7.5. Applegate strong to the cup, no good. Adedjua with the board. Groninger wide open on the near wing. Goodwin, triple try, bullseye. We're tied at 13. Her first points of the game. Applegate. McBriar, Key's got the defense on McBriar, helped by Adedjua. One minute now here left in the first quarter. Long three-pointer by Applegate. Looked like that was short arm just a bit as Adedjua comes down with the board. Oh, no travel called. Looked like a carry, but the three-pointer is good by Key. Katie Key's three is her first. Oh, they're going to call a long two-pointer by Key. 13-15, Wesleyan on top. Dejanay Hinton coughs it up for St. Francis to Key. Good defense by Savannah Buck, stopping her in her tracks. Groninger now with the take, splits defenders, wow. Out that one, find the bottom of the net, but it did. Groninger's got her first two. Buck now, 6 seconds on the clock. Applegate out of the corner, 4-3, that's long. Will trying to track it down, Key's got it, but that will do it for the first quarter. Wesleyan up 17-13. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball here in the Hutzel Athletic Center.
The first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen, and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Welcome back to the Hut, everybody. We are in the second quarter here. Wesleyan up 17-13. We got a jump ball. The officials here. They're going to call a foul on Wesleyan. It goes against Number 35, I believe, Ann Seacrest. Seacrest first, teams first here in the second. Long three-point attempt by Gurka is no good. On the other end, Savannah Buck once again getting it done for your Lady Cougs. 17-15 your score. Retreating, that's Groninger. Gets it over to Wooten. Wooten, who started this game, was taken out about midway through the first. Long three-point attempts off the heel. Oh, Savannah Buck, look at the basketball IQ there, running out of real estate. Decided, instead of trying to save this ball, I'm just going to throw it right off Wooten's knee. And did. Outstanding play there by Savannah Buck. Once again from Homestead High School right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Watch out for Homestead in March at the Class 4A IHSAA State Tournament. They are good. They got one of the top freshmen in the country in Ayanna Patterson as Kara Gurka gets her first 2 points of the game. We are back to being tied at 17. Groninger going the same direction there as Goodwin. Feed down low. Adedjua is money on the block. Lauren McBriar near wing, working off the pick set by Kara Gurka as Gurka was looking to sink down to the block. Now it's Sydney Crow, and we got a foul going to be called on Dayton Groninger. So that'll be her first, team second, as she was trying to work through the pick. Vicious. Dejanay Hinton going to check in for Buck as Savannah will get a breather. Checking out will be Adedjua and Dayton Groninger. Adedjua definitely making the most out of her minutes. 2 from 2 from the field with 4 rebounds. She already is the leading rebounder in this game. You can expect Indiana Wesleyan to have the lead in rebounds. They actually rank number 5 in the country with 516 rebounds, averaging 12.3 rebound differential per game. Big block there by Ignashik on Will. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sydney Crow with the inbounds pass. That'll be Carly Lang with her back to the inbounder. Not the smartest thing. Dejanay Hinton looking to get some separation between her and the cup there, using the body just a little strong. Lang. Wooten has her pass deflected by Whitney Will. Will comes up with the steal. Nice hustle play by number 31. Lauren McBriar. And Katie P's got the D. Violation by St. Francis, turns the ball over. Lady Cougars now with 5 turnovers, the Wesleyan 7. 19-7 with 7:15 left to play in the second quarter. Carly Lang, a junior, 6'1" from Union, Kentucky. Seacrest was walled off there by Kara Gurka. Katie P, nice bounce pass. Ignashik cannot finish. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Feed goes back down to Ignashik, and she was double teamed, turned away from it. Looking for the putback, is fouled from behind by Kara Gurka. Kara Gurka is going to make Ignashik earn it from the free throw line, where she's shooting 63% on the season, hitting 30 of 48 free throws. First one's good. That'll extend the Indiana Wesleyan lead to 3, 20-17 your score. Second one's good as well. Ignashik now with 7 points as Savannah Buck's going to check back into this game with her team down by 3. Up next for St. Francis will be Bethel, game number 1 of a doubleheader here at the Hut. Folks, you will get your money's worth on Saturday if you just come here to the Hutzel Athletic Center to watch USF versus Bethel. The Bethel women's program is on the rise. They have been trending up as of late after suffering a few disappointing seasons. They're in 2012, 13, 14, 15, that range. Gurkha off the mark. But they are trending up. Of course, Indiana Wesleyan's used to being on top along with St. Francis. Ooh, nice quick ball. Is that Seacrest or Ignatia? That was Ignatia. Wow. Big and athletic. Dejanay Hinton picks up a dribble. Whitney Will, top of the key. Ignashik all the way out with the defense. Ignashik looks like she's more like 6'3", listed at 6'1". Lauren McBriar off the hill, no good. I would think Ignashik could play overseas. Pick set by Ignashik up top. Lang has it knocked away by Will. Whitney Will's been playing good defense in this game. Standing defense. Feed goes down low. Ignashik gets fouled from behind by Will. That'll be her second, team's second. 5:35 left to play in this one. Other action in the Crossroads League. It's Huntington and Taylor tied at 18. Spring Arbor getting beat by 6 against Marion, 20-14. Goshen is losing to Grace, 59-50. Remember, they lost big time to Indiana Wesleyan. Both of the free throws are good. 25-17 is your score. Indiana Wesleyan on a bit of a run here in the second quarter. At one point, it was 17-15, so they're on a 6-0 run. Foul's going to go against Carly Lang. That'll be her first, team's third. Hinton. Lady Cougars need to stop the bleeding. Down 25-17. Lady Cougars did score the first bucket of the second quarter. Nice feed to Whitney Will off glass. Savannah Buck with the assist. Outstanding. Dribble drive, Seacrest off glass, gets the bucket, will look for the and one. Weeks. Hard to stop that. Ann Seacrest is the team's third leading scorer, averaging 10.3 points per game. She shoots 63% from the free throw line, hitting 15 of 24. Off the bench will be Thorbond for St. Francis looking to check in. As a three-point play is just that by Seacrest. Whitney Will's going to take a breather. Thorbond checks into today's game. Averaging 11.7 minutes played and 2.2 points per game. I don't know why, but Thorbond, that last name is one of the hardest. As Dejanay Hinton drains the triple for USF to pull the Lady Cougars to within 6. Thorbond's name, I always want to pronounce it like 3 different ways. Down on the block, Ignatia. Man, is she hard to guard. Back to an 8-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. McBriar gets it over to Buck. Buck's being guarded by Woofter, excuse me. A freshman for Indiana Wesleyan. What a great freshman year she's having. She's trying to be like Kyle Mangus on the men's team. What do I mean by that? Kyle Mangus was the Crossroads League Player of the Year, was on the All-Crossroads League freshman team, was All-Crossroads League first team, was on the NAIA All-Tournament team, was the NAIA Player of the Year, and was NAIA First Team All-American last year as a freshman. What? Bucket's good. Lauren McBriar getting the scoring going. When she gets hot, it's fun to watch. She is now 1 of 6 from the field with 3 points. Trap at half court, gets it over to Wooster. 3-point attempt, just short, but getting her own rebounds. 24th, Stephanie Conrad, the junior. That shot is good. For Wooster, her first bucket of the game, she's 1 of 2 from the field. Savannah back over to Applegate. Thorbaum. Hitting tied up, finds a wide open Sydney Crow with the pump fake. Blocking foul going to be called on Katie Key. For Katie Key, that'll be her first foul. We are in the bonus. First free throw attempt is up and in for Sydney Crow. Sid the Kid is shooting 57% from the free throw line, hitting 13 of 23 entering today's game. She'll take a pair right there. Key working against this press. Woofter up to Seacrest. Seacrest being guarded by Thorbaum. Stops the dribble 10 feet away from the cut. 3-point attempt by Woofter. High arching shot was left short. Key looking for the save into the bench. 3:15 left to play. Wesleyan with a 5-point ad. Crow being guarded by Key. Been man-to-man all the way throughout in this one. Dejanay, nice Euro step as her shot is blocked, but a great job of penetrating to the cup by Dejanay Hinton. Dejanay is a sophomore out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, Snyder High School. Showing off the athleticism is Hinton. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Buck with the inbounds pass. Crow back to Applegate. Applegate setting the pick on Key as she sinks down to the low post. Buck 3-point attempt. That one off the heel, no good. That was rebounded by Groninger. Hitting with the D on Groninger all alone as Seacrest had that shot if she wanted it from 18 out. Key, skip pass. Woofter. Catching fire, that's a triple. Woofter now has 5 all here in the second quarter. 35-27 to score. Down low, that one will not fall. Collision by the Lady Cougars. That'll leave 5 on 3. Groninger, 3-pointer. Halfway down and out. Adedro's back into the game, but cannot come up with that board. Nice hustle by Thorbaum. Applegate. Once again, too much length for the Wildcats. You're going to have some separation to get that shot off. Kara Gurka checks back in for St. Francis. For Alexis Thorbaum. And they're not going to let her check in. That was wrong. 35-27, Wesleyan. Savannah Buck with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Goes up top to Applegate. Crow, boy, had separation on that first step. 3-point attempts off the mark. Groninger with the board. Woofter. Hinton doing a good job of staying with her. Woofter is not going to muscle Dejanay Hinton. Woofter, excuse me. Four seconds on the shot clock. Woofter off the heel, no good. Hinton with the board. 1:18 left here in the second quarter. And a foul is going to be called against Adedro. That'll be her third. Heading to the free throw line to shoot a pair will be Alexis Thorbon. Gurka and McBride check in for St. Francis. McBride missing last year with the medical red shirt. It's the first one for Thorbon is good. Alexis entering today's game, a 64% free throw shooter, hitting 7 of 11. (35-28) your score. Second one, halfway down, pops out. Rebounded by Ignashik. Woofter, 1:03 on the game clock, 24 on the shot. Woofter takes it from Lang. That's a long three-pointer, no good. Tracked down by McBride. Groninger hit the floor and popped back up. Applegate looking to corral the loose ball. On the baseline is a turnover. Lady Cougs, 6th turnover of the game. Indiana Wesleyan's at 8. Wesleyan out rebounding St. Francis 19-10. That is to be expected. This is a game where the Lady Cougars really missed Lindley Kistler. Lindley transferred to St. Francis last year from IPFW. She too played for Rod Parker at Homestead High School. KDP baseline jumper is good. 37-28. Buck over the timeline. Shot clock is off. Lady Cougars looking to take the last shot here. Just looking to get some separation from this suffocating Indiana Wesleyan defense. McBride, scoop shot, no good. And that will do it. We will head into the half. Indiana Wesleyan up 37-28. Folks, we'll take a break here in the booth. We'll be back with you for more Lady Cougar basketball here from the Hutzel Athletic Center.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
The Chapel Project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
Sports medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Blood flow restriction training is a new treatment technique we're using at Parkview Sports Medicine that helps us stay on the cutting edge. This type of training is not only new to Parkview Sports Medicine, but in physical therapy as a whole. And it's really gaining popularity because it solves one of the fundamental problems that we see in therapy. We have a lot of patients who we can't put a lot of stress through their injured tissue, but we still want them to get stronger and still want them to gain muscle size. Blood flow restriction training uses a specialized piece of equipment, a blood flow restriction cuff that fits around the upper portion of an arm or a leg. Doing that, then it partially restricts, but not totally occludes the blood flow going to the limb.
I thought it was gonna hurt, and it does kind of feel weird, but doesn't hurt or anything. I just didn't really know what to expect. Well, you put it on and then you have to lay down and let it calibrate, and it like gets tighter and tighter and tighter. And then after that, get in your position to do your workout and then press the inflate button and it'll squeeze your leg or your arm.
What the research is telling us about training with blood flow restriction is that the buildup of the lactic acid and the metabolic stress that we're putting on these tissues helps you gain strength and muscle size, similar to that of training at high intensity.
Compared to like a normal workout, the burn comes like within the third rep, and then the 30-second break in between, there's no like recovery. I can see the difference and feel the difference. It feels a lot more effective than just doing normal exercises.
Blood flow restriction training is the perfect tool to solve that fundamental problem. But this is something that you don't see everywhere, and you don't see very many places in Indiana at all.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hutzel Athletic Center. Lady Cougars down 37-28 against the number 21 ranked team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan. For Wesleyan, Nicole Gnostic leads them with 14 points and 5 rebounds. Ann Seacrest with 5 points. Margot Woofter with 5. Katie Key with 4. Dayton Groninger has 2 points. Janae Goodwin with 3. And Elena Adedra has 4 points and 4 rebounds to go with her 3 fouls. For St. Francis, Sydney Crow has 4 points. McBriar with 1. Gurka with 2. Whitney Will has 7 points. Savannah Buck with 2 points. Buck also has a game high 4 assists. Dejanay Hinton with 7 points in limited minutes played. She played 11 there in the first half. Emma Applegate with 4 points and Alexis Thorbaum with 1. Indiana Wesleyan shooting 60% from the field on 15 of 25 shooting, 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, and a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line. St. Francis shooting 34% from the field on 11 of 32 shooting, 1 of 10 from three-point land, and 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Take a look at some of the plays here in the first half. Whitney Will has really been strong in this game against this really big Indiana Wesleyan team right there fighting through the contact, looking for the and one. She would convert that free throw as Will is a perfect 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Next up for you, check out that steal by Savannah Buck. Man, she looked like a wide receiver or a really good DB. That was Deion Sanders right there with the interception, going straight to the cup for Savannah Buck. Savannah always, throughout her career, been really good with the steals, as she does lead St. Francis in steals with 17 entering today's game. On the other end of the floor, look at tracking down the loose ball, Whitney Will, and straight ripping it away. I believe that was agnostic there for Indiana Wesleyan. Another play for you, driving from the wing, nice find. That was Buck to Whitney Will. Savannah Buck, third team All-Crossroads League point guard a year ago. Now it's Sydney Crow giving it up to Dejanay Hinton. Hinton's been outstanding, whether it's from beyond the arc, but really impressed with her dribble drives and her ball handling so far here in her sophomore campaign. That's a few plays for you. We're going to take another break up here in the booth, but we'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball coming up shortly.
Sports medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen, and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way. Offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back to the Hutzel Athletic Center, folks. We are prime here for the start of the third quarter. Very good first half there for the Lady Cougars, just trying to deal with this size. I gotta believe that Indiana Wesleyan would easily find themselves in the national championship game if they can just calm down with the turnovers. Lady Cougars with the possession to start the second half. 8 turnovers for Indiana Wesleyan in the first, not too bad, and just 5 turnovers for St. Francis. With Wesleyan, you almost wonder if it's just always trying to get it to the bigs or having bigs handle the ball so often. Wesleyan is just so deep with their 6'1" players. Fun team to watch. Lauren McBriar is working against Katie Key, the senior. Katie Key is just a veteran player for them, obviously, but she's always been a player for the Wildcats. McBriar misses underneath. That was tracked down by Lang. Now up to Woofter for 3. Man, she's got a quick release, does Woofter. Applegate wrestling for the rebound. Ignacic comes up with it and gets the scoring started for Indiana Wesleyan. That ball tracked down and out of bounds by number 35, Seacrest. Wesleyan currently has 5 timeouts left. St. Francis with 4. As I update your scoreboard. 39, 28, and 11-point ad for the Lady Wildcats out of Marion, Indiana. Nice step through by Emma Applegate. Gets the ball. Applegate now with 6 points. Lang looking down the block for Ignacic. Man, nice hands by the big. Number 33, Nicole Ignacic. She's going to have a big game today. Already does with 16 points, 6 of 8 from the field and 6 rebounds. to see if she gets a double-double. And I'll check out the Crossroads League stats here to see where Agnostic ranks in double-doubles. Let's go to individual leaders in all categories, the top 20 players. This is on DACstats.com. That's the men. Logan Godfrey out of Grace College. Grace is, man, on the men's side, the Crossroads League is good, really good. As the three-pointer reigns home for number 30, Emma Applegate. USF pulls to within 8 points now, down 41-33. That's Woofter being guarded by Savannah Buck. Katie Keys left all alone for three. And that's an air ball left about 2 feet short. There's a little bit of a chant going on here at the hut. We don't have the student section like we used to. Actually, really it was just Nicole Agnostic with 4 double-doubles. Deja Cyrus from Marion's got 7. Taylor Gregory from Mount Vernon Mass has 5. And there's Kendall Bradbury with 5. Bradbury is good. She's a senior, I think. She's been with Taylor forever, it feels like. Applegate pump fake. Will now driving from the arc. Quick hands there by Woofter. Coming up to steal was Seacrest. Woofter over the lane for 3. That's long, rebounded by McBriar. Laura McBriar's got 3 points in this one. Once she gets hot, the Lady Cougars can roll. Applegate, long three-pointer, 24 feet, no good. Loose ball picked up by Emma, and she will be fouled. Let's see if that goes against number 23, Carly Lang, and it does. Lang cannot believe it. That will be her 3rd and the team's 2nd. Emma Applegate to shoot a pair. Emma, this is her first free throw of the game, and it was good. Applegate entering today, shooting 89% from the free throw line, which ranks her number 11 in the country. Big shout out to Emma Applegate knocking them both down. As Kara Gurka will check in for Emma. (41-35). 7:04 left to play. Cougars putting the pressure on in the back court with Sydney Crow on Lang. That was Will with the half-court trap. The lob goes down to Agnostic. Gurka just left her feet a tad bit too early on that one. Buck over the timeline. Whitney Will trying to post up Agnostic, but nobody's moving her. Gurka looking to go off glass, gets blocked by Seacrest. Possession will stay with St. Francis. 17 on the shot clock. Inbounds pass. Nice bounce pass to Sydney Crow. Crow's going to get fouled and will head to the free throw line. Once again, Carly Lang with another foul. That'll be her 4th. Team's 3rd. Sydney Crow entering today, a 57% free throw shooter, hitting 13 of 23, drains the first. Lady Cougs inching their way back to tying this game up. Crow now 3 of 3 from the free throw line, make it 3 of 4. As Ignatia comes down with the board. Woofter over the timeline. Woofter with the pass as she looks at Coach Whaley. Left hand scoop shot is good by Woofter. On the other end, bounce pass goes into Gurka. No foul called on Seacrest. She gets the block. Wow, and that was Seacrest that ran right over Buck. Coach Ridge is looking for the blocking foul there. McBriar. Need to get her the ball behind the perimeter with some space. She could knock him down all night. Catch and drive, right-handed shot off glass, no good by Buck, but Buck doing a good job of shielding the defender and getting some separation. Checking in will be Adejwa for Ignacio. Those two are literally about the same size, was not fair. To have one, let alone two players like that on the squad. And Applegate checking back in for St. Francis for Whitney Will. It'll be Groninger with the inbounds pass as soon as the refs let it happen. 5:35, 45-36 your score. As Groninger finds Seacrest. Left hand take the spin in the lane. And they're going to call a travel there by number 35, Ann Seacrest. Just a sophomore at 6'1". Near wing is Dejanay Hinton. Had a big first half for the Lady Cougars in 11 minutes played. Applegate now being guarded by Adejwa. Nice fake. And she goes up with the right hand. Emma Applegate, the right hand dribble drive. Outstanding. Look at that. Oh, never mind. That's a charge. Okay, so Applegate will be called with her first, and that's team's first. Still a beautiful juke there by Applegate, getting the separation for the take. Foul goes against number 20. Savannah Buck with the hold. Inbounds pass goes to Groninger. Katie Key. I was about to say, I hope Seacrest doesn't start hitting three-pointers. That's going to be left short by Groninger. Bunny in the lane. Last touch by St. Francis, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Seacrest has not attempted a three-pointer this year. Neither has Ignacio. Adejwa was 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. Rufter. This is a neat matchup between her and Savannah Buck. As they'll switch defenders. Hinton with a hand in the face, but Rufter hits another triple. Rufter is now 2 of 4 from beyond the arc with 10 points. .403 left to play. 12-point ad, the largest lead of the game for Indiana Wesleyan. Gurka over to Buck in the near wing. Katie Key with the defense, skip pass to Hinton, extra pass to McBriar, who is wide open. McBriar for 3. Her first triple of the game. That's what's up right there, getting Lauren McBriar going. I've seen her erase double-digit leads with no problem. Rufter's three-pointer is no good, but Seacrest just jumps right in. Looks like back-to-back elbows, one for Gurka and one for Buck. Savannah Buck was a little bit dazed by that last one. Once again, she is as tough as they come now. Wesleyan now with 12 turnovers to St. Francis 7. McBriar left open for 3. Knocks it down! Back-to-back three-pointers by Lauren McBriar. Cuts this lead to 6. Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Lauren McBriar. Groninger off glass. Jeez. That's her 4th point of the game. Buck being guarded by Wooster. Denise Key with the tight defense now on McBriar. I think they got the memo from Coach Whalen. Man, Woofter nearly pushed Groninger into the bench there. She's jacked. The freshman Woofter pushed Groninger into the St. Francis bench. Oh, looks like they got free hot dogs at the concession stand. Too bad you're not here at the hut. Woofter over the timeline. Groninger, nice left-hand snag out of the air. Finds Adedra down low. She's double teamed. Steal by McBriar. Good defense played by the Lady Cougs there, as you cannot let Adedra catch it that low on the block. With 1-on-1, that's Sydney Crow. 4-3, Lady Cougars on fire. Getting it done from beyond the arc are the Cougs now shooting over 30% from three-point land. Groninger walled off with the double team. Man, Dejanay Hinton running all over the floor with the defense. We're going to stay right here. Foul goes against number 10, McBriar. That'll be her second. Team's third. Woofter with the inbounds pass. Woofter once again from Traverse City, Michigan. Nice block, Whitney Will. We're going the other way with Sydney Crow. Whitney Will has been tough in this game. Stepping up to these Indiana Wesleyan bigs. Ignashik's back in for the Lady Wildcats. She looks intense down there on the floor. Crow into McBriar. Working off the pick by Will, but tight defense this time by number 13, Goodwin. Goodwin's going to stay with McBriar as we're in a man-to-man defense here. Kara Gurka, beautiful find as the Lady Cougars pull within 3. We got a timeout going to be called by Indiana Wesleyan. It's a full timeout. We'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball here from the Hutzel Athletic Center.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
The Chapel Project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
We are back here at the Hutzel Athletic Center. Lady Cougars down by 3 to the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. And let's take another look why St. Francis getting back into this game. Because of Lauren McBriar. Look at that pass by Dejanay Hinton. It started with Savannah Buck. McBriar knocks it down on the very next possession. McBriar did the same thing, but we do not have time to show you. Both teams 4 timeouts here in the third quarter. Savannah Buck being guarded by Goodwin. That's Katie Key on McBriar. Katie Key is a defensive stalwart here for the Lady Wildcats, and she is not going to let McBriar out of her sight after Lauren got hot there for a second, working off the pick by Will. She's going to drive the lane, just throws it off glass, and coming up with the loose ball. They're going to say Whitney Will with the foot on the baseline as she was trying to tap it out. 57.6 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Seacrest with the inbounds. Trapped for a second there with Stephanie Conrad. Seacrest. Seacrest is athletic for her size. She dribbles like a guard. Three-pointer is good by Janae Goodwin. Rats. Goodwin now has 6. And a 6-point lead for the Lady Wildcats from Marion, Indiana. Gurka, we got a 1-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Savannah Buck now finds down low Kara Gurka, off glass. Strong move by Kara Gurka. As that will do it for the third quarter. USF down 53-49. We'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball action.
The first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
We are back here at the Hutzel Athletic Center to start the fourth quarter, and it's Indiana Wesleyan up 53-49. Out of the corner there is Carly Lang. Seacrest being walled off by McBriar. Looks like Lady Cougars now in the 3-2 zone. There's 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and we got a shooting foul here. It's going to be called against Kara Gurka, number 21. Her second, the team's first. Heading to the free throw line will be Seacrest. Seacrest is a perfect 1 of 1 from the charity stripe in this game. Entering today a 63% free throw shooter. Boom. 5-point ad now for Wesleyan. Second one's good as well. Savannah Buck being guarded by number 13, Janae Goodwin. Goodwin had a big three-pointer to end that third quarter for Indiana Wesleyan. As St. Francis was inching closer behind Lauren McBriar. Sydney Crow also with a three-pointer. McBriar had 2. Down low, Kara Gurka. Hard to get that separation against Seacrest and these bigs. Nice find to Katie Key as she is fouled from behind by McBriar. Good sportsmanship by McBriar, helping her up right away. That'll be the third foul for number 10, team second. So Katie Key at the free throw line. This is her first trip in today's game on the season, hitting 14 of 20, shooting 70%. Is good. 7-point advantage right now for Wesleyan. How about the St. Francis men yesterday getting the big victory against the #1 ranked Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats, 85-71. Wesleyan was cold from downtown. Cannon Coffey was 0 of 7 from beyond the arc. But Kyle Mangus did play after missing 2 games with a hip injury. Wishing him the best because he is a great player and great for our conference as Lauren McBriar gets it to go off glass. Pulls St. Francis to within 6. 8:36 left to play in regulation. Wow, strong pass into Gnashik, who's double teamed. Yes, that's how you do it. Lady Cougars been double teaming the bigs down there on the block. Great adjustment by Coach Ridge ever since they moved into this zone defense. Bounce pass intended for Gurka. Foul's going to go against Seacrest. That'll be her second and the team's first. The inbounds will be Savannah Buck. McBriar trying to get that separation. Lauren McBriar, a little scary there. Once you dip the shoulder, sometimes they'll call charging on you, but she gets the separation and gets the bucket. They called the foul on Indiana Wesleyan, so that'll work. McBriar looking for the three-point play. Once again, the officials for today's game, Stacy Lee, Rachel Rayford, and Jean Teal. McBriar's going to take a breather, well-deserved, for our Lady Coug. McBriar, who was in contention for Crossroads League Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. Boy, did she have a good freshman season. Kara Gurka got it. They were both just outstanding, along with Savannah Buck. The 3 Musketeers that year. New shot clock. Good win. Nice dribbling. Carly Lang, long three-pointer left short. Oh, last touch by Applegate. Possession to stay with Wesleyan. Lang. Sydney Crow's got the defense on Carly. Nice feed down low. Gnashik goes up with the left hand. She now has 21 points, does Nicole Gnashik, and 8 rebounds. 4 double-doubles on the season. She's looking for number 5. Three-pointer is good by Kara Gurka. Big-time shot there for the Lady Coug, now with 9. That's a full timeout. We'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
The Chapel Project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hutzel Athletic Center. Let's take another look here at Lauren McBriar. Just outstanding here with the three-point play. Well, maybe not. That'll be a beautiful feed to Kara Gurka, who knocks it in. Gurka with 9 points. Gurka coming off that big three-pointer there to pull St. Francis to within 2. What a game we got here brewing at the Hut. Wesleyan had a 12-point advantage there in the third quarter. But St. Francis behind some hot three-point shooting. Lady Cougars now shooting 35% from beyond the arc on 6 of 17 shooting. Ignashik, she is so strong. Woofter's jacked. She is stoked that her post player just made that shot, looking for the three-point play. Free throw, though, is no good. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of St. Francis. Lauren McGuire now checks in for Dejanay Hinton. Katie Key's going to draw the assignment there on McGuire. Buckets it over the timeline, working against Woofter. Good ball movement around the perimeters. Lang sticks right with Crow, steps on the baseline for a St. Francis turnover. That's number 8. Wesleyan currently with 15 turnovers. Wesleyan shooting 57% from the field. St. Francis at 40%. Wesleyan out-rebounding the Lady Cougars 31-18, just over their season average in rebound margin. Bucket is good for Carly Lang. And Wesleyan is playing with a lot of enthusiasm. That last timeout was taken by St. Francis, excuse me. So it's 3-4 with the timeouts. Foul goes against number 33, Ignashik. The arm bar. Inbound to McGuire. Quick dribble drive. Nice. Pick and pop by Emma Applegate. Man, Applegate was left all alone. Another foul going to be called against the Wildcats. This time, it goes against Ignashik. Back-to-back fouls for Nicole Ignashik, who I anticipate is going to be an All-American this year. Another foul here by the Lady Cougars, by the Lady Wildcats, this time against Seacrest, and we are in the bonus. Holy moly, Seacrest now has 3. St. Francis with 4 fouls. It'll be Gurka at the free throw line. First one, no good by Kara Gurka. A rare miss from Gurka. That's her first free throw attempt in this game. Gurka actually just shooting 66% from the free throw line this year. Well below her career average. Second one's good. (63-58), and that will be tipped out of bounds. No tip. What was going on there? I don't know how. Let's see what happened here. Nope, that ball is with St. Francis, as they're going to say no tip on the play. Buck. Near wing, Sydney Crow. She's being forced to her left by Carly Lang. Katie Key now switching over to McGuire. McGuire gets a little bit of separation. Left rim's no good. Foul going to go against number 31, Whitney Will. That'll be her third. Both teams now in the bonus. Which the bonus is the double bonus here in women's college basketball. Seacrest to shoot 2. First one's good. Seacrest is now perfect 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Her team up by 6. Second's good as well. 65-58 with 5:44 left to play in this game. Buck, Wooster's got some tight defense. McBriar finds Crow out of the corner. Pump fake dribble drive. Goes up with the left and finishes. Beautiful take by Sydney Crow. Outstanding. That was as good as it gets right there. Crow going up with the left hand after the pump fake dribble drive. Ethan Whaley, head coach for Indiana Wesleyan, not too happy. Foul goes against Carly Lang. That's her 5th. Referee saying, calm down now. That's Jean Teal. Let's take another look at Sydney's wonderful play. Sydney Crow camping out in the corner here. Takes it with the pump fake, left hand dribble drive, goes up with the left off glass. Sydney Crow. St. Francis down by 5. Crow with 10 points is 3 of 4 from the free throw line in this game. Does it. It's a 3-point play. Sydney Crow. Near steal by Buck. They're going to call her with the reach in. Savannah's second. So heading to the free throw line will be Woofter. Woofter's first trip to the charity stripe. On the season, she ranks number 32 in the country, hitting 83% of her free throws. 25 of 30. Sinks it. 5-point advantage. Second one. It's good. 67-61. Approaching the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. Sydney Crow. Down low. Finds Gurka looking for the reverse lane. Pops out. 3-point attempt by Savannah Buck. Nothing but the back of the rim. Savannah with her 5th point of the game, and that's a big one. Pull St. Francis to within 3. Somebody's going to be open here on the perimeter for the Lady Cougars as the Wildcats are paying a lot of attention to Lauren McBriar, Katie Key. Carly Lang's camping out in the corner all alone. As she comes up, Woofter, whoa, off glass. Where'd that come from? Woofter looking like Allen Iverson out there on the floor. 6'9", 60. Allen Iverson in his prime. Remember, he went to 3 straight NBA finals. Lang getting a hand on it. OB. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Buck gets it in to McBriar. Knocks it down. That'll pull St. Francis to within 2. McBriar on fire. Lauren now with 18 points. She has been in fuego here in the second half. McBriar in the first half only had 1 point. Woofter can't hit the jumper. Remember, Indiana Wesleyan have a hard time going to the bigs now with their zone defense as Kara Gurka ties it up at 69. Gurka with 12. Wesleyan's going to have to figure out a way to get their bigs involved. Coach Whaley calls the timeout. We'll take one with them because that's a full timeout for Indiana Wesleyan. You're watching Lady Cougar basketball here from the Hutzel Athletic Center.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Hutzel Athletic Center. How about Kara Gurka there? From the outlet pass, gets the lay-in to tie this game up at 6-9. As soon as this posts to Facebook and Twitter, we'll get the replay going for you. Savannah Buck threads the needle. No, that was the bounce pass to Kara Gurka as she goes off glass. Cougs tied at 69. Outstanding work here by the Lady Cougars. Woofter over to Lang. Lang goes down low to Agnostic. Katie Key has a block from behind by Gurka. You expect Agnostic to go straight up with that one, not give it to the senior Key, who's probably about 5 inches shorter. Whitney Will now with the drive. Has it knocked away from behind by Agnostic. Possession to stay with St. Francis, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. What a game we have here at the Hut. Lady Cougars and Indiana Wesleyan. Amongst the trees, that was Whitney Will. We're going the other way with Seacrest. Blocking foul going to be called on Sydney Crow. So Seacrest is going to head back to the free throw line, where she's a perfect 5 of 5. She has 9 points. Nicole Agnostic leads all scorers with 26. Lauren McBriar leads St. Francis with 15. McBriar with 14 points here in the second half, as the first one is good, to give Indiana Wesleyan back the lead. Possession arrow in favor of Wesleyan. Second one's no good, rebounded by Crow. Lady Cougars can take the lead here in this possession with 6:45 left to play in the game. Applegate, she's already hit a triple in this game. Looking for another, she's gonna drive on Seacrest. Gotta be careful there on the baseline as these bigs will push you right through it. Gurka, the catch and shoot left short, tipped right to Agnostic. Now it's Seacrest bringing it up. Nearly stolen by Savannah Buck. Catching Savannah there was number 24 for Wesleyan on the bench, Stephanie Conrad. Nice catch. We have not seen a whole lot of Adedra here in this quarter. Adedra has been very, very productive. Lang. Oh my. Uzig, Isaac, how'd that go? That's a turnover. Number 17 for Indiana Wesleyan, St. Francis with 8. Applegate. Agnostics all the way out top of the key on her. And off the ball, foul's going to go against Seacrest, I believe, number 35. So that'll be her 4th and the team's 6th. Gurka's going to head back to the free throw line, which is fine. She's 1 of 2. But throughout her career has been a great free throw shooter, as the first one is good. Gurka on her career is a 78% free throw shooter, shot 81% her freshman year. So it's been going down a little bit. as St. Francis takes the lead with that free throw right there by Kara Gurka. Woofter. Left-hand dribble drive as Savannah Buck picks herself off the floor. Ignashik's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to go against Crow, number 5 from behind. For Sydney, that'll be her third. Ignashik's back at the free throw line. Nicole's 4 of 5 in this game. Looking to tie it up right here with this first. It's good. Second one by Ignashik. That one will rim in. Wesleyan takes back the lead, 72-71. This time it's going to be a timeout by Coach Ridge. That is going to be a 30-second timeout. St. Francis with 2 left. Wesleyan with 3. Lady Cougars shooting 42% from the field, 25 of 60 shooting, and 40% now from beyond the arc. How about Lauren McBriar? She's 3 of 7 from three-point land. Sydney Crow, Dejanay Hinton, Savannah Buck, Kara Gurka, and Emma Applegate all have 1 3-pointer apiece for St. Francis. Indiana Wesleyan is shooting 27% from beyond the arc, of 4 of 15 shooting, 57% from the field, 26 of 46 shooting. Wesleyan out-rebounding St. Francis 34-23, so St. Francis getting inside their season average. Once again, Indiana Wesleyan ranks number 5 in the country in rebounds with a rebound differential of 12.3 per game. They're big and good. Applegate with 1:28 left to play. Her team down by 1, 72-71. Skip pass. Sydney Crow off the mark, tracked down by Applegate, and then stolen. No foul call there. Stolen, though, by Carly Lang. Ignashik. These are the starters on the floor for Wesleyan. Woofter. 1 minute remaining in this game, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Feed goes down to Ignashik, who's double teamed. 15-foot jumper by Woofter off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Applegate. There could be just 2 possessions left in this game with Indiana Wesleyan up by 1. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Crow looking down low for Gurka. Gurka is not going to gain any ground on Ignashik down on the block. Lady Cougars have been getting it done with the outside shooting and the drives to the cup. Crow's going to get it. Oh, she gets fouled, but it will not fall. Crow fast in the lane. Was able to skate right past the defenders. Sydney 4 of 5 from the charity stripe with 11 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. First one's good. Second one will give St. Francis the lead. Does not fall. That was last touched by Seacrest. Wesleyan not liking the call. So full timeout going to go against, that was St. Francis with the timeout. All right, well, either way, it's a full timeout. Let's take another look at that play. We'll go super slow-mo for you. Okay, maybe if I pull it back just a little bit further. you'll see here Seacrest. Gurka looks like she gets a hand on it first, but then Seacrest definitely the last one to touch it. So that was a good call there by our referee. So St. Francis, Lauren McBriar with 15 points, Kara Gurka with 14, Emma Applegate with 11, Sydney Crow with 12. Those are your double-digit scorers. Margot Woofter with 14, Nicole Ignacic with 28, and Seacrest with 10. Those are your double-digit scorers. Nicole Ignacic does have her 5th double-double on the season because she also has 10 rebounds. Savannah Buck, your leader in assists with 6. Whitney Wills, 4 rebounds, leads St. Francis. We are tied at 72. Shot clock is off. St. Francis going to settle for the last shot of this game. Folks, do apologize. We will not have post-game interviews. I'm still working to get our receiver fixed on the wireless mic. Okay. Crow has it knocked away. 2 seconds, 1 second. St. Francis has to get a shot off. They will not. We are going to overtime. Oh no. We'll take one break and we'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball. We're going into extras, folks.
The first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Welcome back to the hut, folks. We are in overtime as we will have the tip-off. It'll be Emma Applegate and Nicole Ignacic. Ignacic with the double-double, 28 and 10. There's a possession arrow now in favor of St. Francis. 4-minute overtime period. Katie Key being guarded by Gurka. Indiana Wesleyan offensive foul. I believe that's going to go against number 35, Ann Seacrest, which is her. No, it goes against Ignacic, which is her 5th. Lady Cougars now with the ball. Savannah Buck working against Woofter. Savannah currently with 5 points, 2 fouls. Possession to stay with St. Francis, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Buck now with the inbound. Both teams in the bonus. Down low, McBriar off glass gives St. Francis the 74-72 lead. Carly Lang. Woofter back over to Lang. Seacrest goes down low. Adedra, big contact there, did not finish. Buck working off the pick. Emma Applegate wide open with Sydney Crow for three. Crow getting it done here in overtime. Lady Cougars now up by 5. Timeout by Coach Ethan Whaley, a 30-second timeout. How about Sydney Crow? Crow now with 14 points. Not sure what happened to our replay. Crow camping in the corner there. Emma Applegate draws the double team. Her and Ignashik, big collision. That left Sydney wide open to drain that triple. Crow on the season, 42% three-point shooter, hitting 13 of 31. And here's the bucket that gave St. Francis the lead. Crow can do it all on the floor here for head coach Jason Ridge. Lauren McBriar driving to the cup. Excuse me, that was McBriar down the low post getting the bucket. Her 20th point of the game. Actually, McBriar's got 17. Either way, though, the Cougs are looking good, up 77-72 over the number 21 ranked team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan. 17 turnovers for Wesleyan, 8 for St. Francis. As both teams will bring the players back to the bench. Not 100% sure what they're talking about right now. Obviously, Coach Whaley not been happy with some of the officiating he's seen in this game. Lady Cougars shooting 43% from the field. Wesleyan at 54%. Cougars definitely holding the edge here. Three-point shooting 41%. Both teams have hit the free throw line 18 times. 9-point advantage now on rebounds for Wesleyan. So it seems like Wesleyan is starting to get a little bit tired here. At one point, they held a 13 rebound advantage. Whitney Will back in the game for St. Francis. Seacrest spin move, had that blocked by Crow. Adejwa keeps it alive. Woofter, three-pointer, ranks it. She is an impressive freshman. Wesleyan's going to be in good hands here for years to come. Woofter now with 17 points. Woofter, the team's second leading scorer, averaging 12.3 per game entering today. Gurka for three! Knocks it down! That'll extend the Lady Cougar lead to 5. Yeah, Kara Gurka. Adeshwa double team down the block. No travel called. Instead, it's going to be a foul on St. Francis. Savannah Buck looking for the foul. It's been some interesting calls in this game, to say the least. For Will, that'll be her 4th. Adeshwa's first free throw is good. Adeshwa now from the free throw line is a perfect 1 of 1 in this game. On the season, a 62% free throw shooter, hitting 28 of 45. That one no good. Rebounded by Applegate. Same team, says Savannah Buck. Luther picks up Buck. What a neat matchup that has been all throughout this game, the freshman and the junior. Savannah, third team All-Crossroads League performer a year ago. Gets it into Gurka. Katie Key with the defense on McBriar, not going to let her get free. 4 seconds on the shot clock. McBriar off glass. That's rebounded by Seacrest. Indiana Wesleyan playing with Ignacic. Three-pointer by Key. Adeshwa found a present there as Coach Whaley calls the timeout. That'll be a 30-second timeout. So Wesleyan now with one timeout left. Cougars do have 3 left here in the overtime frame. Boy, hard to pick a player of the game in this one. Lauren McBriar with 16 points here in the second half. Her shooting's kind of been the difference. But man, Sydney Crow's been outstanding. Kara Gurka 6 of 12 from the field, but does not have a rebound. Hard to pick a player of the game for St. Francis. It's got to be between Sydney Crow and Lauren McBriar. McBriar has 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Crow has 3 rebounds and 2 assists, both with 3 fouls. Crow is 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. McBriar is 6 of 16 from the field. So far, your player of the game will be Sydney Crow. Crow was the player of the game in the Huntington win also. She was on fire. Woofter with the inbounds. Seacrest back to Woofter. Picks up by Lang. Help defense by Will. Woofter just continues to attack. Ignacic's going to be fouled and will shoot 2. Not Ignacic. Dejwa. In that game against Huntington, as the first one by Dejwa is good as it wins in. Crow had 25 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 6 of 6 from beyond the arc, so it doesn't get much better than that for Sydney Crow. Three-point advantage for St. Francis. Second one's good as well. Now it's going to be a timeout by Coach Ridge, a 30-second timeout. Got a chess match going on between Jason Ridge in his 4th season with St. Francis and Ethan Whaley in his 2nd season with Indiana Wesleyan. But once again, Indiana Wesleyan inching their way closer to tying this game up. But then it was Kara Gurka, the pick and pop. Late defense there by Seacrest. Late to contest, and Gurka knocks it down. The St. Francis 80th point. Lady Cougars hold the 2-point advantage here. In overtime. Is Sydney Crow with the inbounds pass. Applegate being guarded by number 24 for Wesleyan, Stephanie Conrad. She has not played in a while, it seems like. Woofter. Applegate now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Cougars had a chance in regulation, but there was a shot clock violation. Now Applegate. And I think they're calling a charge there on Applegate. Ignacic is jacked. one more time on that play, as it looks like Coach Ethan Whaley is going to call a 30-second. We'll check it out one more time. Emma Applegate, loved the ball being in her hands, but the feet were definitely set there by Dejwa. And absolutely Indiana Wesleyan celebrating. So with 14.5 seconds, what does Wesleyan do in this situation? Obviously, a Dejwa would be a good option for them. She's 2 of 4 from the field, 7 points. I don't think she's scored since the first half. Dejwa had 4 points, 2 of 2 in the first half. Lady Cougar defense has really been putting the clamps down on Wesleyan in the block. We'll see if they leave it in the hands of the freshman, Woofter. Woofter seems like she's primed for this moment. We'll just have to see what happens here with 14.5 seconds remaining. 3-pointer wins it. 2-pointer sends us into double overtime. Unless they give the Lady Cougars some time on the clock. St. Francis still does have a timeout. Wesleyan has 0. Foul going to go against Crow. Wesleyan with 0 timeouts, that's why I hit that. Checking out the replay real quick. First one by Woofter is good. For Sydney Crow, that'll be her 4th foul. She hits them both. The freshman Woofter ties this game up, 6 seconds left. Coach Jason Ridge to take the timeout. And we're waiting to see. That is a full timeout. So we're tied at 80 with 6 seconds to go. If you're St. Francis, who do you want taking the shot? Really, whoever's open. Plenty of Lady Cougars have hit 3-pointers in this game, 6 different players. McBriar's been hot, and Sydney Crow. Sydney Crow, really the last couple games has just been spectacular. She only had 6 points against Marion, but she was 1 of 3 shooting, 6 of 6 in the win against Huntington. McBriar had the big game, 25 points against Indiana Tech. I'll tell you what, there's a lot going on here at the hut. They're yelling at people doing the scoreboard. There's all kinds of craziness going on. Inbounds pass by Savannah Buck, 6 seconds left. Gets it into that Sydney Crow, scoop shot off glass. No good, loose ball, big collision, and we're going into double overtime. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more Lady Cougar basketball coming up.
The first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen, and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way. Offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
Welcome back, everybody, to the hut here in double OT, tied at 80, an instant classic. Indiana Wesleyan has won the last 3 meetings between these two squads. USF does lead the series here at the hut, 17-14. That's dating back to the 1988-89 season. The last meeting between these two squads, Wesleyan won 59-58 in the Crossroads League Tournament quarterfinal game. Savannah Buck hitting the half quarter in that one. This is going to be Carly Lang and Emma Applegate as Ignacic is on the bench with 5 fouls. Adejwa out there, Lang and Seacrest. Because it wouldn't be right if Indiana Wesleyan didn't have 3 6'1" players on the floor. Jump ball. Possession to the Wildcats. That leaves the possession arrow in favor of St. Francis. 5 minutes in the double overtime period. We started with 4 in the first. Katie Key being guarded by Gurka on the perimeter. Seacrest left-hand dribble drive spin move goes off glass, no good. Adejwa's fouled from behind. That's going to go against Emma Applegate. They're going to call that on Lauren McGuire, number 10. McGuire, that'll be her 4th. The fans are just loving the referees in this game. First one's good. Adejwa now 4 of 5, getting it done from the free throw line. She now has 8 points. This is on the second. Applegate with the board. Woofter creeping up on Buck. Savannah shakes her off after getting the hair out of her face. Gurka from the elbow. Drives on Adejwa. That is just a tough shot. Been hard on her all day. Not getting that separation from these bigs. Woofter with the stutter top of the key gives up the key. Woofter now out of the corner. 13 feet. Lang finds Seacrest. Kept her pivot foot. That pass was knocked away by Gurka, picked up by McBride. Buck here on the near wing. Entrance down on the post. Emma Applegate working through the contact, gives the Cougars the 82-81 lead. Emma and USF. Woofter. Seacrest pops from 15. Wow, the jumper's good. From Miss Seacrest, who has 12 points. Near wing, Crow, Applegate, Buck. Crow looking down low for Gurka. Applegate's going to hit it from 17, no good. That's an 18-foot jumper. Wesleyan with the 1-point advantage. Goes to Seacrest to Adejwa. Adejwa gets fouled from behind by McBride. That'll be Lauren's 5th. Adejwa has been banging in this game. She is tough. Dejanay Hinton going to check back in this game. Dejanay was fantastic in the first half. I feel like we haven't seen her in a while. Adejwa with her team up by 1. She herself has 12 points. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Rims in. Now she's 5 of 7. Second one's good as well. 3-pointer to tie for St. Francis with 2:52 left to play. Buck to Applegate. Crow working against Lang. Nice pick by Applegate. Hinton's being guarded by Katie Key. Applegate gets blocked by Seacrest, and Woofter cannot save it. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Woofter is saying, keep up the communication and no fouls. Katie Key knocks that one away. She's politicking that Dejanae Hinton was the last to touch it. But no, it'll be Sydney Crow with the inbounds pass. Buck now 9 seconds on the shot clock. Nice pick. Savannah Buck rains it home off the pick by Emma Applegate. We're tied at 85. Woofter working off the pick by Desmond. By hand take. Stopped in the track by Buck. Katie Key open for a second. Had Dejanae Hinton off her feet. Misses on the shot, rebounded by Hinton. 2 minutes left to play. Applegate left-hand dribble drive. Left-handed hook shot in the lane, falls, and she'll head to the free throw line looking for the and one. Emma Applegate now has 15. Cougars up 87-85. Chandler Jones going to check in along with Whitney Will for the defensive presence. (88-85) is the score. Emma Applegate now with 16 points. 139. Seacrest. Near travel, and she did lose the pivot foot. Another turnover for Indiana Wesleyan. Their 19th turnover of the game, just 9 for St. Francis. Wesleyan with 1 timeout, St. Francis with 2. Applegate with the inbounds. Applegate back in for the offense. Gurka, 17 on the shot clock. Lady Cougars holding here with the 3-point advantage. Gives it up to the point guard. We're going to have an offensive foul going against Emma Applegate, her third. .106 left to play, 3-point advantage. Key with the ball, tightly guarded by Hinton. Woofter's three-pointer, whoa. Nothing but the back of the iron. We're tied at 88. Woofter is something else in this game now with 22 points. 30-second timeout. That'll be called by St. Francis. How about this play, though, right here? This is Emma Applegate in the lane. Boy, Dejwa. Man, that's like an elbow off the top rope right there. Applegate pops right up and hits the free throw. (88-88), we are tied. 48.6 seconds remaining here in the double OT. It'll be Crow with the inbounds pass. Possession arrow in favor of St. Francis in case we get a tie-up. Gurka. 13-12 on the shot clock. Kara off glass hard. Seacrest with the board. Buck having a hard time getting around her for the steal. Applegate down on the Dejwa. Gurka with the defense on Seacrest. There's about 0.4 seconds difference between the game and the shot. Woofter with 4 seconds. See if she takes the last shot of this game. Scoop shot's no good. We're going to head to triple overtime. We'll be right back with you with more Lady Cougar basketball. We're getting our money's worth tonight, folks.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back to the hut, everybody. 88-88. Another 5 minutes going up on the clock. I think that's what they were complaining about in the first overtime period, was that they put 4 minutes on the clock and not 5. There was a little bit of a melee there at the scorer's table. Leading scorer in this game is Ignashik, and she's been fouled out since, I think, the end of regulation. Ignashik with 28 points and 10 rebounds. Now Dejwa has a double-double with 10 points, 10 rebounds. Margot Woofter with 22 points for Indiana Wesleyan. Dejanay Hinton crowds it for St. Francis. Three-pointer is good. Kara Gurka. Katie Key, walled off by Crow. Woofter going straight to it. Fouled and will head to the free throw line. Woofter just flat out owns it on the floor there for Wesleyan, and she's only a freshman. First one's good. The 23rd point. Kara Gurka now with 20 points for St. Francis. McBriar with 17. Crow with 15. Applegate with 16. Three-pointer just off the mark by Crow. Foul going to go against Buck. That'll be her third. Woofter is over there making friends with the ref. Lang now at the charity stripe. Carly Lang has yet to score in this game. She's a starter. Entering today's game, Lang averaging 6.8 per and 22.8 minutes played per. First one, good. I'll tie this game up at 91. Lang on the season, a 77% free throw shooter. That one's good too. Wesleyan takes back the lead at 92-91. Whitney will. 12th turnover for St. Francis. 19 turnovers for Wesleyan. We've been on the turnover tracker all game long. On the near wing is Woofter. Good help by Emma Applegate. Three-pointers left short. Oh, Adejwa catches it, gets her own rebound. Putback is good. Adejwa putting in work. Now the outlet goes to Crow. That's going to rim out. Applegate gets a putback and draws the foul. Seacrest will foul out. Seacrest with her 5th. Looks like they're going to put into the game number 13, Janae Goodwin. Now the playing field's becoming a little bit more even with some of the bigs fouling out. 94-93, this can tie this game up. Boom. Emma Applegate, as Chandler Jones is going to check in for her. Emma now with 19 points. .3:14 remaining. Woofter. They're wanting to travel, none called. Lang. And the runner is left short and rebounded by Dejanay Hinton. That was Goodwin who misses on the shot. Boy, we've had some outstanding games here the last 2 nights as Dejanay Hinton goes off glass to give the Lady Cougars the 2-point advantage, up 96-94. Woofter responds. 26 points now for the freshman. Woofter now is just 2 points away from the game high. That was Ignashik in regulation. Crow's going to get fouled by Lang. For Lang, that'll be her 5th. And seriously, Indiana Wesleyan running out of 6-footers. 3 6'1" players are on the bench now with 5 fouls. Who will they put in? It's going to be Groninger. Dayton Groninger, the sophomore, with 4 points. She's 2 of 4 from the field. Lady Cougars here looking to take the lead after these 2 by Sydney Crow. Crow now has 16 points and is 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Misses on the second. We are tied at 97. Nearly losing her pivot foot. There was number 2, Groninger. Key, top of the key, 3-pointer by Goodwin. Oh, boy. She was wide open. Wesleyan, the first team to hit the century mark. Lady Cougars need to tie it up here with a triple. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Buck 4-3, that one wide left, tracked down by Woofter. Folks, Woofter, as busy as she's been, and I don't know that she's sat since the first half, she has 0 fouls. Does Woofter. .30-second timeout called by Indiana Wesleyan. We got a Netflix commercial playing. Nice baseline drive there by Dejanay Hinton. That gave St. Francis the lead at 96-94. Since then, a 6-1 run by Indiana Wesleyan. They are in the driver's seat, 197 in the score. Inbounds, Adejwa. Woofter working against Hinton. Right hand dribble drive. They're going to call a charge on Woofter. That'll be her first foul of the game. Knew it was bound to happen. And we are in the third overtime period. I'm surprised she went that long. I bet you Woofter's played over 50 minutes in this game. .103. Buck, her team down by 3. Top of the key, that's Applegate. Groninger's got the defense on Applegate. Nice find to Whitney Will. Got the separation from Adejwa that she needed. Big bucket by Will. Pulls the Lady Cougars to within 1. Woofter looking at Whaley for the instruction. He says, get over the timeline. You got about a 15-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Handoff goes to Woofter. Woofter with 26, 2 points behind Ignacic. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Katie Key, baseline jumper's no good. Applegate with the rebound, 15 seconds to play. Rich says, get it up the floor. Crow, 8 seconds. And that's going to be a timeout by Coach Jason Ridge. He'll have 1 timeout remaining. That'll be a 30-second timeout for Coach Ridge. His team down by 1 with 7.5 seconds remaining here. Something's got to give. Because they're not going to hit a 1-pointer. Unless, of course, somebody gets fouled and they only hit 1 free throw. But I believe this is going to go to the last shot. Lady Cougars down by 1 point here. Is it going to go to Applegate? Applegate has been huge in these moments. Sydney Crow, everybody on the floor right now. Looks like a good choice to take this shot. No Kara Gurka. Dejanay Hinton, 6 seconds. Over to Applegate, 3, 2, 1. Emma is not going to be able to get this ball off. They call it traveling. That will do it. The classic here from the Hut. What a classic it has been. 100-99. Indiana Wesleyan going to win this game with 0.1 seconds remaining. Gurka finishes with 20 points. Emma Applegate with 19 for St. Francis. Applegate also had a team best 6 rebounds. 17 points for Lauren McBriar, 16 for Sydney Crow. Nicole Ignacic with a game-high 28 points. She also had 10 rebounds. Elena Adejwa with 12 points, 12 rebounds. The freshman, Margot Woofter, 27 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. A perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And Ann Seacrest, 3 of 5 from the field, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Lang, Ignashik, and Seacrest all fouled out in this game. All Wesleyan has to do is touch this ball and it's game over. But what a game it has been. And that will do it. So Indiana Wesleyan will remain perfect in the Crossroads League with a 4-0 record and improve their overall record to 9-4. St. Francis will fall to 2-2 in the Crossroads League, 7-5 overall. What a game here at the Hut, folks. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. And we do have a doubleheader this Saturday. It'll be the women tipping off at 1 p.m. versus Bethel College, with the men to follow right after. What a game here from the Hut. Once again, Wesleyan winning it 100-99. Have a wonderful rest of the night and rest of the week. And we will see you this weekend for more Lady Cougar basketball here from the Hutzel Athletic Center. My name is Jeff Mahoney, and on camera today, we had Josie Murphy. Thanks again for joining us.
Sports medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen, and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the Kurt it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.